And I'd like to, if I may, just pick up on some of the points there that Ivan's made. And I think it's really important because, look, first of all, let me be absolutely clear to put it into context. As part of the Referendum Party's manifesto, every single party in the Western Cape elections, the DA is going to be the biggest party, the ANC is going to be the second biggest party, and every party will have to decide when they go to Parliament, do you throw your lot in with the DA or do you throw your lot in with the ANC? And we've put it in our manifesto to reassure voters, we will throw our lot in with the DA, because if you have to choose in a two-horse race between the DA and the ANC, any sane person is going to choose the DA. So they're not our enemies, but we're incredibly frustrated with the DA, who, if I can use an expression, they're fiddling whilst Rome burns. It's all right to sit here and talk about results. Well, the people spoke in 2019. The Western Cape Manifesto, when Alan Windey was elected, was to deliver the devolution of policing and rail, and here we are in 2024, and he's delivered neither. And the results are, the bottom line is, the DA cannot deliver the devolution of power, and after 2024, it's insanity to say that there's going to be any other than the ANC in power. The ANC is going to be the government of South Africa after 2024. That's a certainty. It isn't going to have an outright majority, but its coalition partners are likely to make it worse rather than better. And the biggest frustration for us is, putting aside even Cape Independence, is that the DA is so timid, so scared, so unwilling to do anything that upsets the apple cart after it's been 15 years in power, that it's achieving nothing. And you can't make an omelette if you're not willing to break an egg. And what do we sit and see? We're sitting here saying federalism is the solution. Well, the DA blocked the federalism bill. We offered them a compromise on a federal referendum on federalism. They said no. We took a legal team and we showed them how we could deliver Western Cape federal autonomy at the Western Cape Devolution Working Group. Everybody apart from one other party was in agreement, and the DA blocked the Western Cape Federal Autonomy Bill because they said, if we can't have federalism for anybody, we're going to have federalism for nobody. And in actual fact, and the lawyers tried to explain to the DA that federalism is about individuals, but they wouldn't have any of it. The 15 years in power, the DA haven't... It's all right talking about concurrent and exclusive powers, but after 15 years, they haven't passed a single bill. They're now lauding this Western Cape Provincial Powers Bill, but what they don't tell you is that that was a defensive measure. Corné and I and the DA worked for 8 months on the Western Cape People's Bill, and the DA asked us, can we take out the word self-determination? Can we take out the reference to the Khoi and the San? Can we take out reference to culture? Can we water it down? And we watered that bill down and down and down until it was so insipid and weak, and even then the DA wouldn't pass it. And when I sat with Corné, I said, well, look, then the Freedom Front Plus are going to bring it in its original form. Then the DA rushed out, prepared this Western Cape Provincial Powers Bill, and brought it along, and now suddenly they're the champions of autonomy. They're actually the biggest obstacle to autonomy. The Western Cape Devolution Working Group, the National DA came, the City of Cape Town Day, people from all around the country came, AfriForum, Solidarity, all the political parties. Alan Windey never turned up once. Ivan never turned up once. Tertius Simmers never turned up once. So you had people flying from around the country to try and deliver Western Cape autonomy, and the only people that never turned up was the Western Cape DA-led provincial government. So it's absolutely nonsensical. So the DA, if I can be crass and open, need to grow a pair of balls. They need to stand up and they need to start taking the democratic wishes of the Western Cape people seriously, because actually people are suffering, as I said, 1.1% economic growth for a year. It's a disgrace. 1 in 4 unemployed. It's a disgrace. And we have to do something about it, and we're not going to do it by sitting in government and hoping that the ANC are going to give us power.